So now we're going to go over pressing plates, which can burn up a lot of clay if you really get into them, which is fine, but just be aware of that. So with a little Martha Stewart magic, I've got some slabs already prepped, and I'm going to use this small one first. So I'll change spots with that large guy. We'll do a circular one, and then we'll do a square one. So press plates are exactly how they are named. The process is in the name, pressing down to create the plate. I'm going to use this shelf liner, one for the pattern, two also for the form. And really, if you're cutting a directional or a multi-directional line, a needle tool really is your best friend. You can get by with a butter knife, but cutting something like a circle with a needle tool really works out well. So I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm just going to press this shelf liner in well enough so that I can get that texture. That worked out good. Really what I'm after is right around the rim here, because you will see why in just a second. So in pressing plates, I have a piece of foam. If you have a piece of foam at home, that's great. If you don't, you can use a pillow. So I have this grody cup. This is has Murphy's oil soap in it, so please forgive the mess. It's just dried from an old mold making project. But it also has these really nice lines here, and it will take that on when I press down into it. So when I press down in, it will stick to the glass. If I can lightly cornstarch the glass, lightly cornstarch my piece so it will release, make sure things are centered, and then just press down lightly. And I'll work my way around. We've got some nice edges, and I can smooth these out a little bit like that. Right? So that worked out pretty well. Pressing down into the foam, not too hard, because you don't want things to crack on you. You can push straight through the clay if you really want to. So now we're going to move on to a rectangular slab. And we'll try to get some room here real quick. There we go. So we're going to use this guy as the mold. And what I want now is the ruler. So I'm going to measure out the width of the rim. And then just begin to cut off what I don't need. It's a great way to get straight cuts. The ruler width is a really nice measurement. I use it all the time in my work. I'll get a really nice border. I think you can gather what's gonna happen next. All right, so all these little pieces I can move to the side. Everything's centered up really nicely. And I can pick up my piece, holding the 2x4 on there, and press just straight down. And it may stick a little bit on the sides here. So if you press the corners down and then the seams, it should release nicely. So you have a nice framed plate. So you have a decision if you want to leave the edge straight, really sharp, you can. I don't. So I will pinch in the sides here. So where I learned this is from two people. Simon Levin, who's a wood fire potter in Illinois and Wisconsin, and Norleen Nasri, who teaches St. Louis. Yeah, she's the ceramics and like sculpture head at St. Louis Community College, I think. Sorry, Norleen, if I got that wrong. So I like a real nice, smoothed, pinched edge. I'll give you a nice border, nice serving plate, so for like sushi and things like that. And with any sort of cutoff, you can make tests, right? So there are the press plates. Have fun with it.